Welcome to Mental's Intellectual Hub. Dear students, today we are going to deliver a lecture on 12th class poetry section. Dear students, you know that Mental's Intellectual Hub is a channel which is providing you a series of lectures on different subjects, particularly for class 11th and 12th. Dear students, you know that examinations are around the corner now and we have to work hard. In this context, Mental's Intellectual Hub has taken an initiative to provide a series of lectures in each and every subject for class 11th and 12th so that they can qualify the examination with flying colors. On parallel side, the Mental's Intellectual Hub is also providing a series of lectures regarding the competitive examinations which JK SSB have just announced regarding the recruitment of Panchayats accounts assistant and class 4th jobs. Coming back to the topic, we have taken in this very initiative, we have taken up English subject in the first context so that we will complete it during the coming days, and after that we will be taking other subjects as well. Today we have chosen poetry section for class 12. You know very well we are having anthology of prose and poetry which lie in my hand. So dear students, let's start. Today's poem we have chosen, it is Once Upon a Time. Once Upon a Time. It has been written by Gabriel Okara. Dear students, before delving deep into the poem Once Upon a Time, let's have a brief information regarding the poet Gabriel Okara. Gabriel Okara is a Nigerian poet. He has been bestowed with Commonwealth Prize in 1978 for his best collection of poetry, that is The Fisherman's Invocations. His best novel is The Voices. Gabriel Okara was born in 1921. But dear students, I would like to tell you that in our text, in our board text, his death date is not mentioned because this book has been published before his death. While his death date is 2019, 25th of March. That means in previous year, Gabriel Okara died. So, the man thinks regarding the poet that Gabriel Okara, he was born in 1929 and died in 2019. He is the citizen of Nigeria. And his best collection of poetry is Fisherman's Invocations. He has been bestowed with Commonwealth Prize Poetry Collection Award. His best novel, The Voice, in 1964. Now, what were the circumstances which led Gabriel Okara to pen down the lines of the poem Once Upon a Time? Let us go to the background. Why the Gabriel Okara penned down the poem Once Upon a Time? Because, dear students, you know Nigeria is a country which lies in Africa, in the western part of Africa. And from 1889 to 1960, it has been under the occupation of British rule. Likewise, we have seen the British rule in India, right from 1600 up to 1947. Till then, during this course, the Western culture had a very great impact upon the social life of Nigeria. During the tenure of this imperialism from 1889 to 1960, there was a tremendous change in the social setup of the life of the people of Nigeria. They got more and more westernized. But in 1960, the Nigeria got independence in 1960. But why Gabriel Okara penned down during the course of independence Once Upon a Time? Because after 1960, even when the Britishers had left Nigeria, the culture of Nigeria had got tremendous change. There were totally change in social ethos, the life of the people, the culture of the people. It had got totally westernized. The poet Gabriel Okara was not feeling at ease with the change which was undergoing due to the westernization. He never wanted to be people unfaithful, not having trust, not having genuine interest in the relations, not being sincere. he is very much pained. Thus, these all circumstances led to Gabriel O'Hara to pen down his poem Once Upon a Time. Dear students, once upon a time, it is a phrase. It is just the talk, it is a narrative of the past. It is a talk of the past. It is past time. We can use it in many things, in many aspects of life. Once upon a time is a phrase which we can use for the past time. How the past time, what circumstances were in the past, how people lived in the past. So we can use this. This is simply a phrase, once upon a time. Now, coming to the main themes and as well as the underlying message the poem gives. What is the underlying message in the poem Once Upon a Time? The theme is, it is basically the revival of culture. It is the parent-child relationship. It is social relations. The theme of the poem is that it wants to bring the culture back of the Nigeria, which once used to be. What kind of culture? The people of that very time were very much sincere, they were very much faithful, they were very much loyal, and the relations were very much positive. They never behaved in a false way, they never put on the different masks like the dresses, which we will be going to read during the stanza course of this poem. So the theme is the revival of the culture of the Nigeria. It is a parent-child relationship. It is a social relation. And above all, we must also know that the poem Once Upon a Time is a dramatic monologue. What is a dramatic monologue? Because here only one is there a speaker. Only one person is speaking, while another is listening with attention. Now coming to the Once Upon a Time, father is speaker here in the poem. He is speaking to his son, to his child, who is very much innocent, who has not undergone the change which the Western people had brought into the Nigerian society. His child is very much innocent. He has not got westernized. In this backdrop, it is being classified as a dramatic monologue. Now, what is the mood in the poem? What is the mood of the poet during the course of this poem Once Upon a Time? It is disappointing, it is melancholistic. Mood refers simply state of mind. In which state of mind the poet has written these lines? Basically, he was very much disappointed, he was melancholistic. Why disappointed? Because there was a cultural clash between Western culture and Nigerian culture. Western culture predominantly dominated the Nigerian culture. This pained Gabriel O'Hara. This has pained the poet. He doesn't want to see such kind of impact, even at the time when Nigeria has got liberated, when Nigeria has got independence. The poet feels very much pain because after independence, still the people are having life taste of Western people, like that of British people as well. So he is disappointed during the course of writing his poetry. Now, what is the tune in the poem? Tune, the language. What kind of, is it sober language? It is calm language. What kind of tune he has uttered during the course of this poem? It is totally bitter and angry and tough. Dear students, why bitter, angry and tough this very tune? Because the poet himself has undergone a change during the course of these events. He too has changed. He says that the people are not sincere. The people are not trustworthy now. They have changed. They wear different faces, like the dresses we wear at our home, at our offices, during the streets. And not only we have put on different kinds of faces, we too say goodbye when actually we don't say the welcome. When we don't want to welcome the person, we say him that glad to see you. Actually, we want to get rid of that very person. So tune is bitter, it is angry, it is tough. Mood is disappointing, it is melancholistic, because poet is not feeling comfortable with the impact of Western culture on the cultural ethos of Nigeria. He too has undergone the social evolution, social change, but he doesn't want to be like same as his son. He never wants that his son too should undergo this westernization. He too should imbibe that very culture. So it is the British impact on Nigeria. Now, what kind of poetic techniques the poet has used during the course of writing once upon a time. We know well that there are different kinds of poetic techniques. We are having similes, we are having metaphors, we are having imagery, we are having symbolism. But many things which are found in the poem, it is full of imagery and similes. To some extent, he has also used similes, like the fangs of teeth. And it is also full of imagery as well. So, coming to the summary part of this, coming to the summary part of the poet in this poem highlights the problems, the issues which the common person is facing in modern life. What kind of issues? A common modern person he is not sincere, he is not gentle, he is not trustworthy. People are very much hypocritic. They say one thing and do another thing. This, these things are still prevalent in Nigerian culture, and these have been borrowed from the Western culture during the colonization period from 1889 to 1960. But the point still remembers that why after leaving of the British, when the British have gone from that Nigerian state and it has got a liberation, but still the Britishers have left the impact of culture on the identity of Nigerian people, and it has totally distorted the image of identity of the common people, their own culture and heritage. This is what the poet mourns during the verses when he tells his son that you should not be that. He too wants to get back into that very life. Now, so in a nutshell, we may say that people in modern life have undergone a series of changes. They are lacking sincerity. They are not genuine. They are not having so much trust. They say one thing and do another thing. They put so many masks, so many faces like the dresses, and their smile is not smile, it's just the moment of their teeth, their lips, nothing more than that. It is so less life, it has got reduced to mere the bones and flesh, the Darwin-like animal. It is not spiritualized, I may say. So, let us now start this poem, read this poem, stanza by stanza, so that, dear students, you can easily understand the stanza. Why? Because in the examinations, you have to paraphrase the poem, you have to write reference to the context. It will become easy when we break into stanzas. The text is lying in my hands. I would like to read it aloud. First stanza. Once upon a time, son, they used to laugh with their hearts and laugh with their eyes. But now they only laugh with their teeth, while their ice-blocked eyes surge behind the shadow. In this very stanza, the poet here says about the previous life of the Nigeria, and he advises his son, because we have already told you that theme or the message underlying in the poem is parent-child relationship. A good parent, always wants his son to have high morals. So, once upon a time, son, he tells his son, dear son, people in Nigeria before the independence or before this Western culture were very much simple. They were very much sincere. They used to love with their hearts. They used to love with their soul. Now, here the poet brings contrast, the opposite things in the line. But now, here we must know that they used to love. Used is used when we talk of the past, and they word is a pronoun. It is informal pronoun regarding to now those people who were there in the Nigeria. They used to laugh with their hearts and laugh with their eyes. Before the impact of British culture or the cultural emergence of British, people of Nigeria were simple, they were genuine, they used to laugh with their hearts open, with their soul, they were lively. But now what has happened? But now they only laugh with their teeth while their eyes block, curled eyes surge behind the shadow. Here in the stanza, when we analyze it into a detailed manner, but now it is contrasting with the modernistic approach of the people, before and after. But now they only laugh. Now in present circumstances, people laugh with their teeth. That means They laugh without affection. They laugh without any sincerity, any love. Our social life is, social atmosphere is totally devoid of love. It has undergone a materialistic change. People are giving more value to the materialistic things. Actual love and actual relationship, the superiority of relationship has gone. While their eyes block cold eyes, this eyes block cold eyes is imagery. It means eyes lacking genuine love. It is like cold. Ice cold eyes. Now people don't have such kind of love, they don't have such kind of affection. Ice cold eyes surge behind my shadow. Shadow is also an image used by the poet. It's a poetic technique. What are they searching behind my shadow? That means the Western people, when they began the rule, began the imperialism on the Nigerian people, they also exhausted their resources as well. Here, the poet searched behind my shadow. What is there? What are the different kinds of resources of Nigerian people, which they should use or mobilize to encourage to develop their economy? That's why he has written, while their blast eyes block cold eyes surge behind my shadow. So the poet says that people before in the previous societies of the Nigeria were genuine. Now they have undergone a change. When they come, when they visit, when they see a person, they surge behind the shadow. If we will take into the westernized culture, then they are just wanting the economic resources. Next stanza. There is a time indeed they used to shake hands with their hearts, but that's gone, son. Now they shake hands without hearts, while their left hands search my empty pockets. Again, second advice. There is a time indeed, the gone period. The Nigerian people used to shake hands, join hands with the love. Now what they do? They shake hands without hearts. Why? Without hearts? Without hearts here refers to that it is devoid of love. Without any love, they shake hands. It is just a formality. While their left hands search on my empty pockets. They search my pockets means if we will decode it, that what kind of status should be given to this very individual, whether he possesses something or not, to which class he belongs, whether he is very much resourceful or not. Accordingly, he will be respected in the society. In this stanza, the poet says that the love is adulterated completely. It is materialistic. It is not pure. It is not genuine. It is not sincere. Now, in the third stanza, the poet now comes into the personal relations of his life. Feel at home, come again, they say, and when I come again, I feel at home runs twice, there will do thrice. For then I find the dew set on me. Now, the impact of Western culture on in the first stanza, he has decoded the social life. Now, in the third stanza, the poet says that Western culture of the Nigeria has penetrated into the relations as well. It is not only the social life which has undergone a change. Where at home come again, they say, and when I come, he says that my old relatives say to me, they usually greet me, feel at home, consider it your own home, just feel at ease, feel comfortable. Don't be so much, don't frighten to come and visit, let you come. But the poet says, when I visit once, twice, or thrice, hardly, at the third time, the doors are shut for me. They hardly talk to me at that time. It is a kind of a formality only. That means the Western culture of the Nigeria has penetrated into the relations, and it has eaten the vitals into the vitals of our relations as well, the poet's relations as well. So I have learned many things, son. I have learned to wear many faces, like dresses, home face, office face, street face, cocktail face, with all their confirmed smiles like a fixed-footed smile. In the stanza, the poet says that during the course of social evolution due to westernization in the Nigeria, I too has undergone a social change. I too have got westernized, and I too now wear so many faces. The faces like our dresses. At our home we wear one dress. When we go to streets or into the market, we wear another dress. And when we go to attend our duties in our offices, we put on another kind of suit. But conforming smiles. Conforming smiling here refers to that I conform, I agree with all smiles. I never put a question mark on the people. Street face or cocktail face. Cocktail face here means when the person goes into the gatherings of other people to show him off, he puts another kind of suit on him. Now, and like a portrait smile, he says that I have a fixed smile. I usually show agreeing smiles, that's all. I never criticize, I never ask any question regarding this. I have not. The poet says that he too has got used to all this. Then another smile, like the portrait. Portrait is the fixed photograph on the wall. It has one time smile, that's eternal smile. It can never be changed. In the same way, the poet has got reduced. Poet's smile has got reduced to the smile of portrait. Here it is again an imaginary portrait smile. And I have learned too to laugh with only my teeth and shake my hands without my heart. I have also learned to say goodbye when I mean good riddance. Say glad to meet you without being glad. Say it has been nice talking to you after being bored. The poet says that he too has learned now these things. He too laughs now with teeth. He never laughs with his mind and soul, his heart and soul. It's just a formality. And he too welcomes the people when he wants to get rid of those very people. He usually says glad to meet you when he actually wants to get rid of those very people, those unwanted persons in his life. Now, but believe me, sir, I want to be what I used to be when I was like you. I want to unlearn all these muting things, most of all I want to relearn. Here in this stanza, there is a dramatic change now. The poet is not happy with the change he has undergone due to Western culture. In another sense, another words, let me say that poet is not comfortable with the Western culture. He never wants to be in that very culture. He wants to revive and regenerate his own Nigerian culture, which used to be sincere, genuine, loyal, without any hypocrisy. So, believe me, son, now he wants to tell his son that, believe me, you trust me, so that the son may not think that his father too likes the Western culture and has lost his own cultural ethos. But believe, I want to be what I used to be when I was like you. Here the father wants to be like his son, because his son has not undergone the change. He has not got the westernized. He is not putting on these kind of faces, different kinds of faces like dresses, because he is in childhood, and childhood is innocence. When I was like you, I want to unlearn. Here the poet says that I want to unlearn. I don't want to learn these things. I want to shut off these. I want to get rid of all these things, muting things. These things have got me choked my voice. This kind of culture has choked my voice, my veins, muting things, because I am not able to say right things, genuine. I am not having genuine interest. It has stopped my breathing. Most of all, I want to relearn. Now he wants to relearn again those very things, because due to Western culture, he has undergone a series of changes in his behavior, in his outlook, in his aptitude, in his attitude. So now he wants to shut up all those things when the manners of his own child gets reflected in his company. Most of all, here refers most of all. It means that almost all. How to laugh for my laugh in the mirror shows only my teeth like a snake's bare fangs. Here the poet has used a simile. Snake's bare fangs. Snake's bare fangs refers to the teeth, maxillary teeth of a snake. Because the teeth of the snake, you can't expect a smile, you can't expect a love from the snake. Here the poet says that my teeth are just like the teeth of snake. I frighten when I see my teeth, my smile in the mirror, as like he has given the simile of snake's bare fangs. Because we often, when we want to give message to somebody else to get him experience, we usually put snake's venom, because it is symbolized as one of the harmful things. So he has undergone a change. He now frightens by his own smile as well when he sees his face in the mirror. So, like a snake's bare fangs is a simile which the poetic technique has been introduced into the poem once upon a time. Now, last and concluding stanza. So, show me, son, how to laugh. Show me how I used to laugh Smile once upon a time and was like you. Here, though they seem simple words, but there is also a dramatic change in the tune, in the mood of the poet. Now here, the parent wants to learn from the child. Often we see that we have experienced that a parent usually advises his son how to behave, how to talk, how to walk, how to learn the things, how to behave in the society. But here there is again another change, like we have a saying that child is the father of man. Here it suits child is the father of man. How child is the father of man? Because here in the stanza, the father wants to learn from his child. He wants to learn all those things from the manners of his son. So show me, son. He requests his own son. How to laugh? Show me how I used to laugh and smile once upon a time like you. How I should go back into that very period to imbibe all those manners, etiquettes, so that I can once again become a refined personality. I never want to put on the mask upon my behavior, upon my attitude as well. I never want to deceive the people. This is not in my mind that I should deceive the people. Here, the poet wants to shut off the Western culture completely and comprehensively. He wants to get back into his previous life to imbibe all those cultural things which he used to do at that very time, during that very period. Because unfortunate cases here that during the course of this event, the poet himself has got changed, more westernized. Now, when he checks his son's behavior, he wants to get back into that very period. He wants to imbibe that very culture, those manners, those things. When the people were sincere, they were genuine in the relationships, they were true, they were not hypocritical, they were not critical. Hypocrisy was not there in the society. They were very simple. So he requested his own son to show him the way how he can imbibe all those things. So this was the concluding stanza of the poem Once Upon a Time, Gabriel Okara. Hope you might have enjoyed this. Thanks a lot. Once again, we'll be back with another poem. So stay tuned with this Mentor's Intellectual Hub, which is going to provide you a series of lectures again in each and every subject. Thanks a lot.